Hello, this is On Imagination with the Healing Garden. I'm diving deep into a topic. Prejudice, racism. When one has substantial history, data to support a prejudice. Is it really a prejudice? I hate generalization. And at the same time, when you have an insurmountable amount of data, it's extraordinary. And I can feel myself leaning toward this generalization. And I don't want to generalize. So I take myself, and for the sake of not wanting to generalize, I put myself into let's have an open mind and figure this out. Every single time, 100% of the time, without fail, my concern turns out to be true. The formula is white man and ignorant with masked intent to pursue romantic interest. Every time. And I've seen the white man, the ignorant, I'm going to call it the ignorant white man, where they mask their romantic intent and then they play dumb. Well, what do you mean? And then maybe an hour later, they hit you with the romantic shit. Every fucking time. And I do not consent to be romantically pursued by anybody. Like, this is a solid, I do not consent to this. And none of them ask, not one. I see this most in ignorant white men. And I've noticed with nerd white men, you're safe, you're good. I've noticed this with intellectual white men. You're good, you're safe. I have noticed this with almost any other race. You're good. But you get into the combination of ignorant white man and it every fucking single time. So I'm at a point where when I see a white man who's sporting a baseball cap and they live in the middle of Colorado, or they live in the middle of New York, or they live in the middle of wherever, and they are a stranger coming out of nowhere, pretending to be nice, and then they're surprised that I'm intelligent. Like, they're like, wow, you're a girl and you're smart? Every single time, that turns out to be a non-consensual pursuit of romance. Every one of my rapes, 100% of them, was done by an ignorant white man. Everyone. And they breed this white rape culture, and they're oblivious to it. They're so stupid. They are so ignorant that they don't even know they're rapists. It's that bad. And it's a very high risk of abuse with zero ROI. And then I've got my whole trauma past where my sensories are off the fucking charts with this cocktail. So that the formula is a white man plus ignorance plus masked intent. And when you have those three combinations, it's extraordinary how 100% of the time it leads to this. Every fucking single time. I have yet to not see this formula match out. And it's so ingrained into me on an instinctive level that when I do that benefit of the doubt, I regret it every time because I go, nope, another what right there 100% of the time. So now I'm asking the question, is it racist? Am I prejudiced? And that's what bothers me. That's where I'm going. And I don't know. I don't know. And I'm going, I don't want to generalize. And I've got this whole, this debate is in my head, and this is the debate that I want to sit down, is the prejudice versus the self-preservation, or the, how do I explain this? The prejudice, or the, I really can't wrap my head around it. And I don't know the word for this. So I have this mathematical formula. I have all the data and the statistics that literally have a 100% guaranteed turnaround with this particular formula. And I'm at a point where every time I violate my own self-preservation and I swing on the side of prejudice, I go, well, I don't want to be prejudiced. So I force myself to swing back into the, let's be open-minded. Nope, more data that just proves that this formula is mathematically correct. And I'm going, when is it not prejudice? And when do you just get to that point where you're like, how much data do I have to accumulate before I have the, so I'm having this conversation with myself. It's this whole self, let's sit down and talk about this. Are you being prejudiced when you have 100% statistical data over 40 plus years that proves this formula is correct? Is it prejudice? Well, it could be. Okay, what are the odds? At what point? I'm looking for that one time where I'm wrong, and I haven't been wrong once, not fucking once. And I'm going, see, in math, in the science lab, when you get one piece of data like this, you have to throw the whole thing out. Oh, no, it's not consistent, because it's the consistency that is truth. Constant equals truth. This is like a math thing. So I'm going, all right. So now I'm looking at self-preservation, and this is where the psychology side of me is asking questions like, do you want to engage with it? No, I don't. Does that make you a prejudice? I don't know. I don't want to be prejudiced, but I'm really tired of running the statistics on this data. Like, I don't know. And because that cocktail is so like high risk of abuse, high risk, like the odds are so fucking high that it's going to lead to non-consensual connection. And here's the thing, is every single one of them is so stupid that they've not bothered researching how smart I am. So they're not coming to me with, wow, I love your ideas. Wow, I love your brain. It's always, you got a pretty face, which is just fucking offensive. And I'm going, and it's this one person sent something to me, how's the weather? And I kindly said to him, I am not a small talk kind of a person. I'm more like, let's reflect and talk about the in-depths of enjoyment. And let's tear that apart and focus how enjoyment literally means being in the state of joy. I said this to him. Like, that's the kind of person I am. And I got back, wow, really? Like, he's surprised that I have a brain, which is just like, just because you're stupid doesn't mean I'm stupid. Don't project your stupid onto me. But he's so stupid that he doesn't understand that he's doing that, like Neanderthal. It's white Neanderthal. And I do not get this from anyone else. I just got to say, no other culture does this. It is white man stupid. No one else does this. No one. Believe me, I checked. I got a lot of data. I got data. So I'm looking at this going, what the fuck is up with stupid white man? And I'm white, so I can say it. And I'm just like, I've got this social thing in the back of me going, well, you don't want to be prejudiced. Yeah, but look at the data, the math. Math doesn't lie. Math doesn't lie. So is it prejudice when it's math? And that's just it, is at what point does it stop being prejudice and it stop being true? And this is it. This is the philosophical discussion of prejudice versus truth. And I don't know. I'm going to have a conversation with my Black girlfriend here in a minute, and we're going to talk about racism. I love talking racism with her. And she has insights that I don't have, so she can show me. I can learn so much from her on this. And then I got my other friend who's a psychologist, and we're going to sit down and explore that side of it. So I've got a racist conversation on philosophy happening in about 20 minutes. And I've got let's talk about the psychology of this, and let's rip it apart. Because I'm really fucking sick and tired of exposing myself to this statistical abuse just so I can ethically live with myself to confirm. See, you're not prejudiced. No, I'm not prejudiced, but I just got seriously upset again. I don't like getting seriously upset. I feel like it's almost like I'm sacrificing my own peace of mind. Yeah, I'm going to write this down. I'm going to write this down over here. So that way we all can see it and share it. Yes, this is it. It feels like, oh, my emotions are always right. Always go with the emotion. It feels like ... I'm going to take the image and translate it into words and sculpt it with words. So it feels like I am sacrificing my mental safety and peace of mind, which is really important to me, for the ethics of open-mindedness. Oh, that's what's going on. This is exactly what's going on. And non-judgmenting. So it's the 12th ethic. I feel like it's the 12th ethic versus my mental safety. And this is my problem. This is it. This is it. I got my self-preservation and my ethics at war. That's what's going on right now. I got my self-preservation versus my ethics. This is not good. This is not good. This is called unalignment. And that's actually the real anger that I'm experiencing, is the misalignment. It's not the fact that this piece of shit was just like a go away. And like you are non-consensually connected with me. Like I did not ask for your connection. Like, no. Okay, great. Here's part 2 of part 1 of the conversations. I'm going to get into this.